because he
doesn't say anything.
What? No, I mean
Cars
that
seems really quiet, you know.
he's not. He doesn't see. He is very quiet.
Okay, see, more so. But finally, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. Okay, drafting phase for game number 2, presented to you by the official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy. Bigatron and Rebellion have swapped sides. Minotaur, Yuzong banned out. Rebellion go for the Louis and the Harris. What is going on? Valentina gets banned. Guys, this means that there's so many prior heroes that are left open.
Oh. What do you want to let go, I guess? That's a big question from Bigatron Alpha right now. We have Blue Side. And also today, Blue Side, no, actually just this entire week so far, Blue Side has been really, really good, except for the Rebellion Onyx match, where Onyx won on red side, both matches. So let's see, you get to dictate what you can pick. The Mathilda can be left open, and it does get left open. It should be the first pick for Bigatron Alpha.
Might be that Rebellion are trying to trade it for the chip. It is still available. I'm double checking right now, but yes, it's available. So Mathilda though will just provide a lot more dynamic movement in the fight. We saw how Bigatron with a Minotaur are able to kite back away from Rebellion and re-engage as well. So with a Mathilda, all that becomes even better, even smoother for Bigatron. But if Rebellion can go for the global presence, then they can negate all that movement by going for that aggressive style, for yet again a pick-off kind of style.
Does pick-off work against a Mathilda?
I think with enough crowd control, you can. But you need to get something that is long duration. Because if you only get 1 or 2 stuns, then you can get out with the guiding wind.
I think that should be left later on. Roger, Natan, Barretts, opened. Okay, so we start with the Barretts and the Baramis. And an instant Natan. This is so quick.
Whoa.
Natan and Fredrin gonna be picked up by Bigatron here.
Instant pickup, no hesitation at all from Bigatron and Keskute, raised by the entire team there. Rebellion taking their time a little bit more for their last pick. Could be a marksman in the gold lane. Maybe a Roger. They could still utilize that flex potential.
Best teammate.
Okay, what is he saying?
We fix what's lacking in our team and we become more solid. Best teammate.
That is the best teammate.
Or best teammate miracle version.
Cars?
Because he doesn't say much.
Oh, well, you know what? That actually supports your argument, Miracle.
Exactly.
It's a very good point. For Rebellion, though, it seems like they're doubling down on this. They go for the Moskov as well for that AoE presence that the Natan kind of has with the basic attacks sliding through multiple members. But it seems like they're just doubling down on this. They want to go for a full-on team fight. But with a Mathilda in the picture, they're going to end up requiring some kind of lockdown. And I think, like you mentioned, Eterna, they're going to save it for the end there to ensure that they have something decisive.
Franco Kaja ban?
Probably after seeing that Franco basically turn the game around single-handedly.
But like this time, there's not much of a combo going on, right? Even if they go for it. It's not like a burst.
It's not the instant one. It's not the instant burst,
It's
but
like Theramis and Moskov.
they can still make it work. It is still very, very scary. We all know with the how crazy the Matador is. And the thing is, you can't purify out of the Bloody Hunt. So once you get Breaker Bloody Hunted, usually you can just use the Guiding Wind. Here, you're like, okay, I guess I'll die.
Okay.
Oh, man. Again, they need something that can hang on for a long period of time. And suppressions, when it comes to suppressions, it's only the Franco and the Kaja. If it all gets banned away, then with the Fredrin, you know, with a fighter, they can have quote-unquote spammable crowd control, the taunt and the knock-up. They can stop a lot of these big ultimates and allow the core members of Bigatron to slide out with the Guiding Wind as well. For Rebellion, they're bending with the Vexana and to make sure that no one gets comboed. And now the supporters are going crazy as we are approaching the end of the drafting phase.
Because, you know, like the Vexana is so good because of her AoE, her knockups, her CC, and of course with the Theramis, they are going to be clumping up with one another. With the Paquito being banned out by Bigatron.
They want to take away that side lane pressure. Because if they have a Moskov and a Paquito, that's so much side lane pressure. They already have an initiator, technically. Well, not an initiator, but they already have a one part a very good mid trio. So having that Paquito power will be crazy. The chip though was left up for grabs, and now Mr. Audi TZ won't be on a pickoff hero single target, but it is still a pickoff hero, depends on how you use it.
Oh,
We saw how he used it against, how MALAYSIA used it actually against Skyler to pick him off.
We have a coach from Coach Ray's Boy. Cute can discuss with players so players can play without burden. I think this was referring to their interview.
Yep.
That Ray's Boy is he strict as a coach?
Ray's Boy?
Is he hard?
Yeah, he's the strictest coach of all time, man.
Okay, that's sarcasm.
No, like
Really?
this guy will literally not give the players food if they... No, he's not that strict.
they lock the play. He locks the players up in a room if they don't perform well.
That is
Of
far
course
from
not.
the truth, guys,
They're
please.
grounded if they don't follow orders.
But Bigatron, if earlier they used the Minotaur, now they're using a Terizla and a Gourd that can technically just nuke down the whole roster of Rebellion if they clump together for a big fight. But they won't be appearing from like a diversion, so they won't be forced to clump in as much if they're coming through the portals. So for Rebellion, final pick right here, what do they want to get? Is it some dominance, some split pressure, or is it going to be more team fighting utility?
For cars. Dairoth. Oh, that is
what?
a good pick, man. Ooh. I like that pick. Wait,
Dairoth mid?
Jungle?
No.
Jungle. Wait, no, wait.
It was on Suelo last.
Yeah, they probably swapped it. It's either jungle or XP. In the jungle, okay, I like it more as an XP actually, but
Jungle.
jungle. Huh. Not that bad in the jungle either, but a bit more vulnerable. Okay.
Man, I think when it comes to the neutral objective contest, that Dairoth is going to struggle a little bit. But when it comes to a 50-50, if they can make sure that the setup gets disrupted, I mean, the Abyssum Strike can be a great tool in securing these neutral objectives. And in the jungle, you can bring that armor, that physical defense shred to a lot of different lanes, and especially against Terizla, that can be a great tool to really get your EXP laner ahead.
But now we jump in the land of Dawn once again, ladies and gentlemen, for the second game of this best of 3 series. Rebellion looking to go for as many points as they can, looking for a 2-0 that will grant them a Giant Slayer title if they can pull this off. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2 between the Blue Bulls and the Red Robots.
One blue, one red, one a robot, one is a bull. Meow.
Meow indeed, that is the battle
that's
cry
not what Bulls means.
of the Bulls.
No, no.
Well, Audi TZ going with the concussive blast, so not the quantum charge which Baloyski used to be a lot more pesky, a lot more sustainable in the jungle. In this EXP lane, though, Cars and Sorizo just duking it out, but Sorizo seems to have a bit more outplay potential here, maneuvering around the damage the Barats can lay down.
In that EXP lane, so the Terizla has a better time, right?
Yeah.
I
Should
would say
be
so.
early on, but then later on when he gets his big guy stacks, it might change.
Okay. But what about the gold lane?
Bro lane.
This is going to be farming for both these players. There's the emblem for GamesMax though, and D recognizes that he might be in danger. He's going to be in the thick and thin of the fight. So, tenacity for him. Emando, on the other hand, doesn't really care. He doesn't feel that threatened. He knows that he has a guiding wind. So he goes with the Bargain Hunter and the Weakness Finder just to get pretty good laning phase, but also to try and get to snowballing as Audi TZ goes for a gank.
Ooh. Some damage back though to D and Audi.
But he does get out unscathed in the gold lane. So perhaps things are going to get interesting in this EXP lane now that the turtle is moments away of spawning. You can see that perhaps Rebellion are looking on for some damage onto the Terizla to gain some control, but Vincent's already going to start it. He gets resetted. What are these teams planning? Bigatron, they're back in the midst of it as well. Audi TZ perhaps looking for a moment.
Chomp down as well. Cars not going to chomp down on anyone just yet. Super Ken goes back towards the turtle. And maybe the Dairoth is used up. Oh, Death is welcome. Now instantly Mr. Gush cancelled out, but Cerezo jumps into the back line, able to stop everybody there as the Appraiser's round will be used up by Super Ken and go and chain it together with the Retribution. Swaylo with the flicker, bringing Cerezo and Keith back for Vincent to take down. First blood coming down as now a Spear of Destruction doesn't actually connect. 1-for-1 neutral objective for the kill by Vincent, but we still want to continue. Super Ken still around. Vincent jumping in, but it's going to be baited in onto Cerezo. Oh, and a missile strike as well. Oh, Vincent with the damage, and Cerezo pulled back. Swaylo claims that kill, and now it's an all-out win for the Blue Bulls. But hold up, Circling Eagle again. That's a knock-up into the Mystic Gush, and Swaylo falls. Trades after trades.
And Rebellion take full control right there, dominating in the fighting scene. They left MYANMAR to his own devices, but D, he rotated, he kind of participated, and then he just got back to the gold lane with the Spear of Destruction. Great use of skills all around for Rebellion, and the fact that they do have, quote-unquote, more burst damage with Vincent on the Dyra to try and restart the fights again and again, got a bit of an advantage there. I was thinking that with Bigatron having some AoE, they would have been able to get more power in those fights, but now Bigatron's still going for fights.
An all-in, oh, good Netherrealm to save him. Now it might be a full all-in, and Entropy used up defensively. Super Ken is able still to claim it. Cerezo goes through the portal, and now D's gonna be caught. Cerezo just swinging a hammer left and right. Not able to take D just down. Not yet. Vincent hovering over. Super Ken and Cerezo dealing with Auditizia. Swaylo now gets caught by the Appraiser's Wrath. Also the gravity push by Iman. Oh my goodness. So much action. But still, it's Rebellion who should have walked in now with a trade. Look at Vincent. Oh, never mind. He's running away.
Seems like Rebellion here, they're just trying to go with the same kind of style, the same kind of chaos. Of course, it's not as decisive without a big crowd control tool, but they're still trying their best, especially when the neutral objective is up. They want to make sure that Bigatron don't get to set up. They don't let Moreno get his poke damage, but Iman getting chunked down.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage being placed onto him, and now with the Corrosive Scythe, D does have a little bit more to play with, but now again, when this happened, you should what?
D with a solo kill, and Super Ken with a retry win. That's his welcome. Use them as a Mystic Gush. Will be able to just melt them down. Cars very low, but still able to survive with the help of the Netherrealm. But Auditizia has been left all alone. Flickers back to the Netherrealm, but they've actually outplayed Bigatron Alpha for a bit in HP bars. They don't get any more kills. And it's a win again for Rebellion, I believe. But the turtle goes to Bigatron.
D gets a solo kill in the gold lane on Iman.
It's technically a solo kill, but that's because Auditizia has been in that lane, have been influencing it ever so slightly. But a great play by D to just know that everyone's on the top side and go for a big dive, but Key almost gets nuked down. For Bigatron, they're really falling behind in initiative, but the fact that Super Ken has been able to secure the 2 neutral objectives is definitely what's keeping these neutral fights kind of even. But even so, Rebellion are getting a great gold advantage, and they've taken a whole turret on the bottom side in the hands of D. And it's just like this Moskov might start snowballing out of control here if he starts participating in a lot of these skirmishes.
See, the problem with having a chip on your team is that as soon as you get some towers, especially in the side lanes, in the mid lane, you get a lot more room to work with because of where the portals are placed. But we do have a game fun fact. Super Ken becomes the second most frequent player of Fredrin in MPL ID Season 13 with 12 picks and a win rate of 83%. That's a very high win rate, 80% at this level of a league. Will it falter?
Ooh,
It might.
It might go below 80%. We'll have to wait and see. Looking at the gold disparity, only 800 though. Considering that D was able to get a kill earlier and he has a turret, it's only a 600, 700 more or less gold difference. And they're actually kind of on curve, although of course D will reach the 2-item power spike first. We'll see if he can kind of leverage that as Auditizia. This seems to be the rotation here. Send Audi to stick around with D and let everyone else do their aggressive maneuvers. And that way, they ensure that the gold lane, there's the throw lane still, but Rebellion can kind of influence it, but still have a 4-man team trying to fight for the neutral objective.
Mon picks up that item. I wonder if he'll make a difference.
Oh! A win from Vincent, all-out win in the 50-50 battle. Cerezo in the midst of it all caught. Cars, no death to this welcome, and Super Ken wants to continue this fight now with a taunt down onto Auditizia, but another round comes down as well from Swaylo. They deal with it, Appraiser's Wrath into the Mystic Gush. Swaylo! Nope, he doesn't get out. Spear of Destruction to the back. Not going to try to take it there as Vincent gets taunted up, but Chorizo now is caught in no man's land as he gets caught in the Spear of Misery. And is forced to flicker out way low. The 3-man Chow Stampede on Dottie takes into the Spear of Misery, and D is just decimating everyone.
D came into that fight really, really late. Eman was there since the beginning. And yet Rebellion, they find ways to bait Bigatron in. After using all of their spells, all that true damage expended. The re-engage coming in from Sway Low there. The 3-man Shadow Stampede. That was very decisive from Rebellion once more.
It's a 4K gold lead building up for Rebellion. Reaching that 5K peak. D already on the next objective. Already eyes on the prize here.
Oof.
Being able to pick up another tower. That's more space for Audi TZ to maneuver around the map.
And that's him on a 3-item power spike. Earlier, right before that fight, we saw Eman finish the Starlium site. He's a long way from his 3rd item. And this means that D has full control. He just go aggressive in a lot of these fights. And he can still farm a lot more aggressively because of the potential backup that his team can provide from anywhere. And the fact that he has a global ultimate they can throw down from all the way across the map. So he is just farming as much as possible right here when there is a lull in the fighting.
I have a question though. If this goes into the late game, Bigatron has an advantage, right?
In the late game? Oh wow, I feel like because there's true damage for both Moreno and Eman, they do have a bit of an advantage, but they still have to play around the Netherrealm. I feel like that Netherrealm factor is what is becoming a bit of an equalizer in a full-on fight. And Rebellion, like GeekFam in the previous match, have that global presence. Whereas for Bigatron, they're a bit more locked in how they want to approach these fights. So I think overall it becomes somewhat even, but when it comes out to a full-on fight, I feel like Bigatron has more to play around with when it comes to combos and AoE.
What are they planning? Are they looking for a potential backdoor? Moscow?
Definitely looks like it. You want to try to go for that turret, constantly put on pressure to Bigatron Alpha, knocking on their base.
Oh, hang on.
The bottom lane, they're actually going to go on to D, who's very, very low. D!
Wow.
Holy moly! With the outplay, the Spear of Destruction, D! With a double kill! Outclassing Eman and Key.
He was that. What? What a monster! 403. Amanaki gets taken down. That's insta value for Rebellion. Being able to get way more value and being able to pick up this Lord. What?
That was disgusting, man. There's no way it should have played out like that. The Mathilda and Natan play attempt from Bigatron immediately shut down. And with that, also the Lord. Rebellion now. It's all about that siege. Technically for Bigatron, the high ground is still very real. With a Gourd, with a Natan, and with Chorizo that can deter any kind of dive to stop the wave clear. But 8K gold lead for Rebellion, and D is just getting further and further out of control already on the Malefic War before Eman can even finish that Holy Crystal.
I still can't get over that. I still can't get over that. He should have died in that Mystic Gush coming in from Moreno, but he was able to dodge out of it, gain some more momentum and HP, and then he speared back in onto Eman. And there we go, another play.
Got a flicker as well. Oh my god, where did Super Ken go? Eman with Entropy, trying to go back and kite back. Clearing out the Lord for now, defending for now, but it's a 9,000 gold lead on the hands of the Rebellion. They're marching down against Bigatron Alpha.
It seems like Rebellion's still waiting to re-engage now. Even Chorizo getting another down.
Chorizo, oh my god, everybody's just melting down before they could even react to anything. That's key. Now, the Moreno is trying to clear out the waves. They will be able to do so, but they lose out a big base turret with Rebellion's first Lord Siege.
Did D jump in the bottom lane?
In that fight, I believe he did.
How did he get back out?
Now, he jumped in very late when Eman already used Entropy back, so he just wanted to hit the turret.
Because, you know, the jump does give D a bit of a attack speed boost. So now for Rebellion, just waiting again for the next big opportunity. And there's no pressure at all here. They can just wait it out. the lane that they took the base turret out of, the lane which they destroyed the base turret on is also the lane far from the next Lord. So now look at the positioning. Once again, 2 members on the bottom side, 3 actually, with everyone else just farming it out, trying to keep up to ensure that it's not just D who holds all the gold and all the difference. So that even if Pikachu and Alpha are able to maybe take D out or zone him away from a fight, everyone else will still have a healthy amount of items to really have an impact in these fights.
I can't believe my eyes. A 3,000 gold difference. But Aman on the
Natan.
on the other shoe though is so uncanny to see Bigatron this behind, a 10k gold lead for the red robots.
And it's full build for D with the Rose Gold Meteor as his last item. But look at this.
I don't know about going into Audi. He has a shortcut. Rebellion can just all collapse on him, and Bigatron Alpha, they're looking desperate in the 13th minute of the game to look for a pick.
Vincent's already started the Lord, and it's going down quite fast. It doesn't look like Bigatron want to posture for it.
I don't think they even can. If they do, they risk getting quote-unquote flanked by the chip. So just like that, that's going to be a free Lord, and Bigatron are going to have to bank on being able to clear this big Lord without interruptions. And the usage of skills here needs to be impeccable from Bigatron. If they waste one or use one less efficiently than they could here to stop the aggression, to stop the potential dive, to clear the waves, Rebellion can take this game with the next big wave that they're trying to prep here.
But I mean, technically, Bigatron does still have Natan. Natan has really good wave clear, right?
So
And this is...
So does Gord, yes.
Exactly. So this is like the best position that Bigatron want to be in at the moment, right? The defense, with the composition that they have.
Yeah, but also 12,000 gold lead. That, and
Right.
the Dyrot that basically makes it so D can melt anyone just
And
like that.
And he's mobile. He can get in the back line if they're not very careful. And here we come with the Lord. Not a 3-wave push for Rebellion.
Uh-oh, Super Ken not able to dash out of the smart missiles, and Guard brings it back. Right into the penalty zone in the back, so Rizzo able to stop Deep and do some damage, but he's still able to just melt him down. Natan doing the same thing, so Rizzo getting out. Fear of destruction by D. Claims the godlike. Iman is still alive, but look at D just sieging the base down. One by one, these turrets fall. Now the last wave up top as D just claims it. 3 base turrets to Rebellion.
I mean, this is still best case scenario for Bigatron. I know they lose all their turrets, and that's definitely not a great way, but they don't end it there. They're still able to defend their main turret. They weren't able to completely close out the game, and this does give Eman a little bit more time. Where is he now in terms of items?
Both him and Moreno were at 5 items before
Already.
that fight begun. So now they're working on the final item in their inventory slot. And I feel like they're still concerned about the dangers. They want to go with something more defensive. But if they might really be forced to go for even more damage to try and save these fights. Because the problem now is that they are outputting damage. We saw that everyone from Rebellion got low, even through the Netherrealm. But the front line, Super Ken and Sorizo, had to fall victim just in order to buy them that time. So I think the front line is what we are the ones who really desperately needs more items to survive from the damage that Rebellion are just outputting, especially with Vincent, right? The debuff.
But I mean, at this point of the game, it only takes one mistake by Rebellion
Yeah.
for this to completely turn around.
That's what's scary. But even then, that mistake will be... It's hard to see that mistake come through because of how tanky the front line is even for Rebellion, right? And again, usually up against a Natan, you're scared that your front line will die before the enemy front line. But in this situation with Vincent, you can actually delete the frontliners of Bigatron Alpha quite easily with the Moscow. Get that second skill off from Dyrot, then D does its thing, man.
And not only to one person, to multiple members. And the fact that D is also on the Inspire, it's a bit of a necessity for the Moskov, but it also means that in that decisive moment where you're trying to see who's gonna outlast who, that Inspire is a big tool that Iman does not have at his disposal. Now with the Lord, it's like Super Ken wants to try and contest, try and get a bit more. They don't want to just leave it open to be taken. It's gonna be a big problem for them. But, whoa, that's very early circling Eagle from Key.
Yeah, and Superkin has to reset it now, but look at the members of Bigatron Alpha having to rotate up top because these slow pushes being built. Okay, Iman's good for now. Key, bringing him back. Oh, Audie's easy. Teleports just in time to the bottom lane. His Athena gets popped though, and now he goes on to Superkin to try to zone him away.
You're gonna hate to be Moreno in this situation, man. He's forced to go back and forth from the far side of the lane because he has the AoE. Superkin though, whoa!
Two-man taunt into the death to his welcome. Now Superkin gonna be chopped down as Vincent jumps in as well. Chorizo into the back, onto D. Mystic Gush played in, but now it's gonna be Shadow Stampede as well. Doing so much damage, the Iman pops in Entropy and melts someone down. That's another going down, Iman! Massive! Now in the 18th minute of the game, but look at him in a wave. Look at Superkin, look at Audi Teasy, who's looking for the engage. Superkin actually brings him all the way back. They actually decide to go for it. Appraiser's Flag used up as a bit of crunch in as well. Will be used up by Vincent, but he will just, whoa, Iman finds the assassination on the Sway Low. 18th minute of the game, and Bigatron Alpha might have just found a way back.
I told you. This was coming. Make one mistake and they can come back. That's the problem when you're going against Iman on the Natan in the final moments of the game. 3 members taken down. They overcommitted. They overstayed. And they are going through these towers like it's nothing. Lord marching down in the bottom side. We do have Suelo and Kars back. But that instant turnaround in momentum.
Yeah, the Circling Eagle grinding some space. Key is getting so much space. Superkin jumps in with a taunt as well on this way low, forcing the Nether Realm, and the Evolve Lord is still up. It's in the bottom lane. It's building so slowly towards Rebellion. This is a big, big prio push from Bigatron.
And now Bigatron has the control. Of course, Rebellion can still go for the chip play, but at this point, they're kind of stuck in the base. Now they don't know who's actually in the jungle, and Bigatron have the opportunity to set up for these big ambushes. ODTZ all the way down on the bottom side of the map there, but he'll be backing away. He can't risk getting cut off from his allies in the base.
Oh my god. Look at this masterful wave manipulation, man. They're just using these waves, these Evolved Lord minions so well. And even the Evolved Lord, they're just pressuring Rebellion, forcing them to stay in their base, and they might actually take all the base turrets down too. Heck, with the Evolved Lord, they can actually look for an end angle.
It's back down to the creativity that Audi TZ has, and you can already see that he's looking for something.
Iman with the entropy forward now. Death to his welcome used up. Superkin tanks it. Now Chorizo in the back as well. The base wide open. Bigatron Alpha gonna go for it instantly, and wow! A comeback in game 1 and a comeback in game 2. Now it's the Red Robots who do it against the Blue Bulls.
Forcing a game number 3, ladies and gentlemen, in our second game of the day. What an outcome. That patience coming through from the Red Robots, that decisiveness in the final moment, in that 19